Warthog flash kick. Man,
so good.
Beautiful.
I'm Fudge from the Cloud9 League of Legends team. Today, I'm going to be telling you about my favorite play in my entire career whilst playing at 2021 MSI. We were 1-5 at some point during the tournament, and we were going against RNG in our next game. We sort of realized that if we lose this game, we're pretty much out of the tournament. And this team was considered to be the best team at that tournament alongside Damwon. And we had lost to both Damwon and RNG before already. What is this NA team going to do against these Korean and Chinese teams? So going into the match, I think we all sort of just had the mentality that we go out there and we play extremely aggressive and we go for every decision, fully commit to every decision we think is correct. We don't second guess ourselves. We don't assume that they know something we don't, and we go in, and that's what we did. Picking Lee Sin was something that was considered to be like the highest priority pick at MSI. First pick it whenever it's open, and you usually ban it on red. But they did not ban it on red, and I assumed that the reason they did not ban it on red was because they probably won majority of their scrim games during the tournament. And I also felt that they were perhaps disrespecting me a little bit because they gave me Lee Sin, which even they picked first pick every game they could. So I knew they thought it was very strong, but they just didn't think that it would matter if they gave it to us. So going into the match, I definitely felt like I had something to prove. Leading up to the play, we were in a really good position in the game where we were stronger in team fights, and there was also Mountain Soul coming up for us, where the next dragon was going to be pretty much the biggest team fight of the game, and whoever won that fight would likely win the game. What had happened is they were fighting for the mid wave. They were trying to fight for mid prior so they could push the mid wave and then run into the dragon. And then Blabber started running at them, and he tried to get on top of them as Volibear. He forced, I believe, Xayah to use ulti. And I had land Q, I believe, on Nautilus. And Nautilus tried to Q me at the same time as Xayah trying to use her E to recall her feathers to root me.
There's the stopwatch. Fudge has the flash kick. Dragon's Rage gets in. He gets Scala, and the Killer Instinct collect a combo.
I think my brain was just able to register what they would do. And I saw Nautilus Q come out. I saw Xayah recall her feathers, and then I ward jumped to dodge it. I used my ward jump to come out of vision so that they wouldn't know where I was. Flashed behind Xayah, and then kicked her in without her being able to react. I think this was actually my first ever InSec on a professional stage because I'd never really played Lee Sin before. It was actually a jungler before a top laner, right?
Look at this play from Fudge. He's going to use the Q, Warthog flash kick. Man,
so good.
Beautiful.
Performing an InSec against one of the best teams in the world was probably the most exhilarating feeling that I've ever had. There was just so much energy that went into that. That amount of energy, I could almost like feel it in my body. And after that, I believe every single person made a plan about what we wanted to do with the Soul to then progress the game and end the game.
Cloud9 are making their way to semis.
It proved to me that I was able to beat these players that everyone else told me was way better than me. And that sort of made me realize that what everyone else says publicly seems to be way less informed than what I know. And what I know is that I'm a really good player. And the games at MSI sort of proved that to me.